Okay. Hi, this is Mr. Roche. We are working with Java and we're working on a number guess game. And what we wanted to do was in class, what we have is a text field which we can put number guesses and then we can see if they're going to work. I had this idea to add a couple of side boxes where maybe the numbers, we could do different things with the numbers. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to add them as JPanels. We have a JPanel. The blue thing is a JPanel. But you can add JPanels to JPanels. This is like one of these things that you can do with Java, and it's sort of cool. So what I wanted to do is actually have I wanted to try to animate it and have it be a little bit more exciting than just like a list of numbers. That seems kind of lame. So I wanted to have maybe the numbers kind of float by on both sides so they could kind of have this like rotating, like the matrix, like that kind of thing. So I wanted to see if it could do this, okay? So right now we have a text box which you can add numbers to and stuff like that. And we're gonna have a button that's gonna kind of get the number and check it out and stuff like that. And then the message is gonna go up here. It's pretty simple. But if we could have this sort of cascading thing over here, or some kind of animation that would go on, that would actually be super cool. So the way to do this though is to get we got to get 2 extra JPanels installed, and so I'm going to show you how to do that. And we're still using the border layout, and this seems to look okay. So let's see how we'll do this. I'm back in my game. At the end of class, we had the user guest field set up, and it basically looks like this. It looked like the game button, and it looked like the M label. So we got a J label up here, which we set up. We give it a font, we give it a background, we give it some text. We've been playing around with like properties that these guys have, these methods that we can call. We tried set max size, set minimum size. Sometimes they get overridden by the border layout. The border layout's kind of the boss here. And so we have to kind of work with that, okay? But what I'm going to do, and we have a game label here. This is to sort of show you the code that we had from class. Okay, so you can stop and get this all set up. But basically I thought everybody kind of had everything set up. So we have something in center, we have something in south, and we have something in north. Okay, and that's sort of where we are right now. Okay, that's our border layout. And what I want to do is I want to add something on east and west, okay, like on the sides. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here. This is my declaration section, okay? This is where all the data goes. Data declarations, basically. It just sort of tells the computer that these things are coming. And I'm going to make JPanels, okay? We already have a JPanel, okay? This is what's cool about Java, is that I'm going to add a JPanel to my JPanel. I'm going to add 2 small JPanels, okay? And JPanels are used for animation and stuff, so I need them. Okay, so I'm going to make an east panel, and I'm going to make a west panel, okay? And I'm going to do that, and since I've already imported, there's an import statement already for JPanels, I'm good. Okay, so now I have a declaration for this. Okay, so now I'm going to scroll down to where I'm building everything, and I'm going to make a thing for the east and western panels. Okay, so I'm going to say this is for east and west panels. Okay, and like happiness. Okay, so what I got to do is always to do the same thing. I have a variable, but what I have to do is I have to fill it with data. So I'm going to use the new command. So I'll do one for east, then we can just copy and use it for west. So I'm going to go east panel equals new, and the thing's a JPanel. So I'm going to go like that, and then I'm going to call up the constructor. The constructor, I can't, with a panel, I can't do something like this. It'll give me an error. Whereas like with a button, I could put text in it, but a panel's a panel. Panel's like a drawing panel, so I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to try this, okay? I'm going to use panel. This is what we did before with the panel. Up above, we said east panel dot. I'm going to say set size, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the size to be, I'm going to try to break this up in thirds. So I'm going to say my size is going to be int, whatever p width is, divided by 3. So I'm going to force that to be an int. And then what I want it to be is I want it to be p height. Okay, so that's the size of it, right? Okay, I'm going to set a color for it. Generally, like right now I'm going to set them to be just like colored, like so I can see them. Okay, so I'm going to go panel, set background. Okay, just I want to see what they look like, so I'm not going to set them to the same background color. Later I'm going to change this, okay? So if I spell it right, I'm going to say east panel, sorry, east panel dot set, so I get the things, okay, background, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to set this to a color, and I can use the kind of default color. So I'm going to use color dot, I don't know, I use like cyan as an example, so I like that. Cyan's kind of a blue. And then what I got to do is I got to go east, or I got to go this, I got to add this. I'm going to go this dot add east panel, and I'm going to add it to, east. Okay? Okay, that's great. And then what I want to do then is I want to copy this. Whoa, look what I did. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to copy this, copy. Okay. I'm going to paste it. I'm just going to, whoa, I didn't get all of it. Hang on. Control Z. Right, I'm going to go like this, copy. And I'm going to do this for west panel. Okay. So this is like, once you get the hang of this, you can just kind of do this. It's trying to be pretty easy. It's a little bit from 1995, but that's okay. All right, but that's sort of what goes on here a little bit. Okay, so I got this. Let's see what it looked like. Okay. All right, so this is what I end up with. Ready? Okay. Okay, I like they're here, but they're kind of like really taken up by. Do you see this? This one, like, I don't know what happened here. This is kind of screwed up. Oh, I forgot to put it in the right place. I forgot to put it in west. Okay, and let me make this one green. Okay, like that. Okay, sorry about that. Here we go. Boom. Okay, so what happened was I still have this really super large center text field. So I can put 56 in here. I can put like 102, whatever. That's too big for my game. I could try 100, something like that, right? Okay, so what happened was I tried to use set size. Okay, I'm trying to make this like a third of the panel. Okay, and it didn't work. Okay, so we can try something else, but what happens in some of these layout managers is that the layout manager kind of overrides or takes control of it, okay? And what it tries to do is like, we're not putting anything in our panels yet, so it doesn't make any space for them. It kind of works like a web page. This is kind of like a web page thing. Okay, so we can try, let's try the minimum size one, okay? So I'm going to use this one, okay? And I'll show you. This will get overridden too, I think. But I'm going to go like this, kind of try to force it to be a certain size. Okay, so I'm going to go like this. Put this in here. Boom. My size I want is this. I want the third and the height. Okay, so I want this to be like that, but I have to use that new dimension object, whatever. And I have to put this stuff in here. I think I need another one of those to get rid of my error. Yeah, okay. So I need to do this. So I'm going to go here, gotta go here, gotta go here. Go like this. Gotta go like that. Okay, so I'm trying things I know. Okay, this is the thing, okay. And I'll show you one more thing. I think I have another answer to fix this. Okay. So here we go. We'll try it again. Keep our fingers crossed. And boom, nothing. Okay. The big 0. Okay. Or like this. Okay. Unhappiness, right? Okay. So that's a problem. Okay. So we got one more like thing we can try here. Okay. I looked around and instead of minimum size, I'll leave this up here because I still want this thing to be minimum like that, right? That's okay. But what I'm going to try one more thing, okay? Actually, I won't do this yet. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go east panel dot set. Then there's one called preferred size. Okay, and somehow the preferred size has a better access to the border layout, and it can kind of like tell the border layout what to do. And that's good. So let's do that. And I'm going to copy this one too. Here. Put it in with west. And go like that. And let's give it a try. And let's see what we get. Yay! There we go. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted, okay? So this is total happiness situation. And, you know, let's see if you can get that built for homework, okay? All right, so that's the assignment. See if you can do that, and I will see you tomorrow, okay? Take care.